All right, Minecraft Sky Factory on the Windows 10 Twitch app, which has another name like Chaos or Cruel, or just got another name I can't remember right now. Uh, this is my first playthrough of Minecraft, or really any game that I am sharing publicly. I figured, a whole big part of the Minecraft experience is sharing with the community, and I don't have a big explosive redneck build, and let's get started. All right, let's get started. I am not going to read through this because I want to go in blind and kind of fresh and just feel it out, but I'm flipping through this anyway. Um, just so you know, my original audio did not capture, so I'm going through this in post. So this is more commentary than anything else. This isn't a live audio voiceover. Now, one thing I do know about Sky Factory is that you don't want to lose any saplings that you get breaking apart, especially this first tree, because if you don't get any saplings off of this first tree, then you're kind of not going to. Yeah, this is when I found out that I didn't have any audio. And after I did this, I just decided to do it in post. I did figure out why the audio wasn't working later on, just so you know. But yeah, you don't want to lose any saplings, because if you don't have any saplings, there's my first sapling, so I'm okay now. Because if you don't have any saplings, then you are not going to be able to play the game, because if you don't have any saplings, it's literally just playing with a couple of wood blocks and one dirt block. And if you're not careful, you might dig through that dirt block, like I just remember not to do. And then you're going to be respawning on the leaf blocks, and there's not going to be anything there. So it would turn into Portal real quick. It would just be, yep, I'm making a chest to keep all my stuff in, so it's not on me if I fall off, which I've managed to not do so far. I'm doing fairly good. I've seen a lot of playthroughs where they've already fallen off at this point. But yeah, you don't want to fall off the edge, otherwise you will lose everything. Yeah, at this point I'm having trouble with the sticky keys. Yep, there it goes again. And at this point I'm trying to... Yeah, there I got it. And I didn't quite have enough wood planks to cover all of the bottom beneath the leaves, so I'm trying to plan out and be careful about how I'm getting saplings. There we go. I know I did just specify that you don't want to lose saplings off of your first tree, but basically any tree that you don't have a backup sapling for, you don't want to lose your saplings. Because if you run out of tree and there's no more saplings, that's all the tree you're going to get, which won't be a problem later on, I know, but right now it's pretty important. And I'm putting all that stuff in the chest. Getting the torch back. Sticky keys. I wonder what the designer of Sky Factory was thinking when they made that on the shift key. Did they just not have to worry about the sticky keys on their computer, their system, or... I wonder if they did it intentionally just to screw with people. So at this point, I'm expanding my floor out to cover all around the bottom of the tree. So I have a better I have a better chance of keeping all of my saplings. And at this point in the game, all you're doing is preparing wood for more floor, so you can prepare more wood, so you can get more floor to get more wood. Not even worrying about the living space at this point. There, I think at this point I had enough wood to cover the whole bottom of a tree. And I wanted to make my base square for, I don't know, a tree is square, might as well make the base square. No grand reason. At some point, pretty soon here, I'm going to be getting my first silkworm. And silkworms is when things start getting really exciting. That's the transition point. Yep, and that's my first spare sapling. That's a really important moment in the game, because that is the point where you don't really have to worry about saplings. So long as you have that extra sapling, you have that extra layer of security. Making my first crook. Crook is a tool that you use to break leaves, and it will give you a better yep, there's my first silkworm. Crooks will allow you to break the leaves, and it will give you a higher drop rate and with a wider array of items, including the all-important silkworm. So at this point, this game is changed because I have silkworms. And silkworms are very important because silkworms produce, well, I'll tell you later on. And at this point, I have unlocked the crook and the twerk sapling. And I'm moving on to making dirt and putting a silkworm into a tree. And before you ask, no, I'm not quite sure why I didn't do that at first. I probably figured I wanted a supply of wood before I started doing that. I'll go into better detail when I get to that point. Oh, I'm making barrels. I'm making the barrels to make dirt. That's what I'm doing. I thought it was really funny that there was wood armor, wood pants. Although I suppose that, was it samurai armor that was made out of wood plates? I think there was armor that was made out of wood plates, or it could be. Not necessarily that it was, but it could be. So maybe that's the idea. And these are all kind of different options for making things. It's kind of funny because going through, at this point I'm looking for barrel recipe. And believe it or not, that whole sidebar where it shows you your options, I just noticed that. Like, do I notice it right now? Probably not. Yeah, I didn't notice that for a long time. Have I noticed it yet? I'm still looking for the barrel recipe. I just did not notice the giant variety of things immediately to the right. Just tunnel vision. I might need to cut some of this out because this is all just me looking for the recipes. I know they're here somewhere. I've noticed the things to the left of the inventory. Have not noticed the giant, massive things to the right. And if I'm totally honest, I'm not entirely sure what all of this is. Just guides and yeah, settings and guides and there we go. That was the bombshell. Well, at least I immediately knew what it was when I saw it. Yeah, I probably should have been using half slabs. Oh yeah, there are chairs. I forgot about chairs. I should have been using half slabs this whole time. I would have got a lot more floor space, but I I forgot about half slabs. They're a vanilla thing. I still managed to forget about them. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the sticky keys at this point too. Yep, I got it. Trying to do it slow, so I don't get it. It's really annoying. I hit pause because I didn't want to suffocate in the wall. And at this point, I decide I'm ready for the silkworm. And now that I have the barrel, I'm looking for the recipe to make dirt. There we go. Just like that. There you go. If I haven't made it clear, you don't want to lose all your saplings. Yeah, I've gone back to playing my vanilla world since I recorded this, and to my surprise, the number one thing I miss from this from Sky Factory that isn't in vanilla is crooks, because they'd be very handy in jungles in dark oak. The trees that have a very low drop rate. The downside to the silkworm tree is you'll learn very quickly that the whiter the leaves turn, the lower drop rate you have of actual saplings. And if they turn all white, then you will not get saplings at all. It'll be all silk. Oh, yep. Trying to figure out how to leave that in peace. Yeah, by the end of this, I hadn't summoned a mob, to my surprise. I just hadn't. Not that I was trying to, just. I figured I was going to. Yep, I had enough of the right stuff to make a bed just in time for night. Well, not just in time, but about right. And yes, the audio will eventually turn on later in the video, but I didn't have the settings right, so it didn't record the audio. But it'll come back later on. I'm kind of compensating by talking more than I usually do to make up for it. I don't know if that's interesting or not. Probably not, but it's what I got to work with. Yeah, at this point, the growing a sapling is still interesting because of the sticky keys fiasco, and for some reason I always seem to hit pause the game menu whenever although I'm not sure why I hit it there, but this is where I figure out the keys. I'm disabling keys. If anybody wants to know how to disable the keys, the sticky keys, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. They're gone. They're gone. I looked at this for a lot longer than I thought I did, but they should be gone. I'm celebrating. I'm dancing. More wood's always good. More raw blocks is never a bad thing. Yeah, at this point I restarted the game in an effort to get the audio working, and it... I was very happy to find that it did in fact take. Got my first dirt block. So it was very exciting. Your first dirt block is a moment for celebration, because that is when you really get your independence from the wood. A little bit anyway. And again, I'm trying to... I still haven't remembered the slabs. But yeah, what I'm doing now is I'm trying to make the platform that goes around the entire tree so that I have a lesser chance of losing saplings. I walked into the tree. That'll happen. Yep. That was very exciting. "20 minutes in, we can confirm that yep, audio's working." I was very excited. Now that I'm done worrying about that, maybe I can re-strategize and focus more on what I'm doing. At this point, I made another barrel just to you know, I have a little bit more saplings coming in. I have a better opportunity to produce dirt, and more dirt is a good thing. So made an extra barrel in preparation of having little more to work with on the dirt generation front. I think I made. Did I have 3 barrels by the end of this episode? I think it was 2 barrels and then something else. Yep, and at this point I have no worries for the sticky keys, but I do need to worry about getting eaten by the tree. Yeah, I'm not really want to use up the donut and the bacon just because that's unique and I don't know yet how to make new stuff, and I don't want to lose that, but I need food. But I don't want to use the really unique things that I started with. I think I lost an apple. I think that was an apple. I remember I was really confused because I couldn't figure out what was decaying and why. I think there was a bigger tree and I put a smaller tree. But it seems like the smaller tree would be sustaining the larger tree bit. But I don't know. At this point, I'm ready to check out a couple of achievements and see what's next. So I have the sieve, collecting rainwater, and a couple other ones to get through. Looking for the sieve at this point. Pretty straightforward. And I threw the oak out. I got used to vanilla Minecraft. You can't do that anymore. They patched that, but that hasn't reached this just yet. Kind of got used to that. Although I have noticed that doesn't work with villagers. If you're trading with villagers and you don't get your... Oh, I have the eyes. I have the eyes. But yeah, if you trade with villagers in vanilla Minecraft, you still will drop your items if you don't close out and drag them out manually. Builder's wand. I still don't know what that's for. I was thinking that with a stick, and that's why I was confused that it wasn't in with the other sticks. And at this point, I'm trying to figure out how the heck do you use that sieve. I know said this already, but you know, vanilla Minecraft, the number one thing I miss from this mod is the crook. I'm very partial to the crook. It's so nice not having the sticky keys. Sticky keys. A lot of case ends written around. But yeah, if you're playing this game and you have the sticky keys enabled, it's darn near unplayable. It was so nice when I figured out how to disable that. I actually cut out like 10 minutes of pausing the game and looking through the settings, trying to figure out audio and the keys, and I cut that out, but I got that screen of me figuring out how to take them off, just to if somebody's watching this and they don't know how to do that, it'll be helpful to them. So I put that in there. You know what? I think the people who do this Sky Factory game, they should include that as an achievement. Disabling the sticky keys. Just give that a check mark. I got another dirt block brewing. Now I'm going for the crucible next. I'm not sure if I get cobblestone by the end of this or not. I don't quite remember. Yeah, this is the third barrel I mentioned. That's what I had. I have the 2 barrels in the crucible. That's what I was thinking of. And it still hasn't occurred to me to use the wood slabs for the floor. I get more of them. There it goes. He's using a couple of them. Oh dear. You know, this is all in the past for me, but that still surprises me. Welcome, tree! Okay, another subworm. Now, I might need to play with these audio settings because the audio is kind of annoying. That really was a big thing for me when I got to be able to put my whole fresh inventory of saplings into the barrel and not worry about, because I have a whole 2 saplings right there. I don't need to worry about saplings. Although maybe I should have little bit more because I don't have one there yet. But I was again with the not using slabs. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, I think that was me realizing I should have used slabs. Or maybe I'm realizing I don't have a tree there yet. Either or. I think at this point I've committed to keeping the big tree as a roof for my bed. And so I'm just focusing on these two little ones. And the reason I put that tree way over there was because I didn't want it getting infected with these trees over here. Because the big tree is so big that it touches whatever tree is in the spot I'm working on now. And again, when the white leaves will spread. The leaves next to the white leaves will turn red and so forth. Oh, I forgot how that worked. But, and like I said earlier, I did not know how to work this, did I? The white leaves won't drop saplings, which I need. I need it for the barrels to produce dirt, and I need it for the crucible to This is me trying to figure out how to use a sieve. And that was me figuring out I needed compressed blocks. But yeah, I put that tree way over there, that third tree, so it wouldn't get infested with the white blocks, and I could still collect the saplings. Yeah, that was a lot of extra work. Going from needing dirt to compressed dirt is 9 times the dirt. So that's not quite fun. Alright, look at me. I'm filling in with slabs. I finally figured out the path to success. Look at me go. Go slabs go. Now look at all those extra slabs I have left. Me, I have googly eyes. I'm googling the eyes. I wonder why they included the googly eyes. Just fun, I imagine. There to admire the googly eyes and the sky. Not purple. Yeah, there's some purple. So it's sad when you break a crook. Well, I guess it's sad when you break any tool, really, because, you know, it's a tool, it's useful. And it's doubly sad when you gotta use resources you don't necessarily have to spare, making a new tool you're trying to use to get more resources. I mean, you gotta spend money to make money, but you'll get there, but the initial investment is not fun. I suppose that's a lesson for real life too. I'm making it an all-important crook. Yeah, I'm trying to get those couple of green blocks, because as you can see, all these white blocks, all these white leaves drop as string, and I have plenty of string at this point. I have more than I need. I'm really in need of the green blocks. The saplings. Although I went for the wood first here. Now I'm going for the green leaves. Trying to get them before they turn white. Yeah, I'm already getting a ton of string just from the light-green blocks. I'm leaving the giant tree there because, well, one, I don't want to climb up there and risk falling off, trying to cut it all down. Two, I could burn it, but I don't want to burn my platform. Don't want to burn my base down. And three, it's kind of nice having the roof for my bed. I imagine it'll go when I get a chance to put a better, more actual, real roof on, but for now, it'll do. This tree over here is doing pretty good. At that point, I remembered I didn't have any backup saplings. And I walked into a tree again. Yeah, running around a tree will also get it to grow faster. You don't need to crouch repeatedly. And there's my saplings. Now, hopefully, I had a presence of mind here in a minute to not put those in the barrel. But we'll find out. So yeah, when you're running by trees, it'll activate their growth cycle, and you have a chance of walking into a tree that wasn't there before. Don't put them all in the barrel. Don't do it. Oh. I mean, wound up getting saplings later, so it's not that important. It's just, going back and watching this after the fact in post and seeing all the little things you just let slip by is kind of aggravating. Maybe I noticed the lack of saplings now. No, this is when I decided that it would be a good idea to include a fence. So I got some of those slabs that I just discovered, and I'm using those instead of actual fence. Because when you get a new toy, you just want to keep using it, keep playing with it. And I just remembered that these existed, so that was a big deal for me. I wanted a whole perimeter of slabs. Yeah, I got a few more to go. I thought I got my stock of saplings back before I did this, but I guess not. There we go. And I have plenty of leftover slabs to grow out with. Yep. I took those off so I don't walk up on them accidentally and fall off. I've lasted this far. I'd like to last a little bit longer, but we're dying. Well, I guess you don't lose your stuff when you fall off because it'll just put your stuff in a block at the bottom, but you still gotta go get it. That stuff's gone up until the point where you're capable of retrieving it safely. I guess that's more what I meant. Also, I guess I missed that more than the crook. I wish vanilla Minecraft would put your stuff in a block that you can go get at your leisure. That'd be pretty nice. The crook can go to the coveted number 2 spot over the gravestone block. Running over here. Run. There it goes. Trees seem to want to grow more when you're gonna walk by something. Apparently trees have sense of humor. Yeah, I don't want to put silkworm in there. Because at this point, silk is running a risk of turning into a big annoying thing I have way too much of. funny looking back and seeing how small decisions completely determine the shape of your base. Like, I totally would have thought when I first put down that crafting table that my base would have gone that way, so I wouldn't have to walk around the tree to get to it, but